Welcome to Channel Japan. I'm Maki Arai.
And I'm Makiko Tsuda.
Every week we bring you the freshest information out of Japan right here from our studio in Tokyo.
From the economy, culture and even foods, if you want to find out what's happening in Japan right now, this is where you'll find it.
The Project Japan.
First up is Project Japan.
Today we'll be focusing on a company called the Job Travel Agency. Now, the company arranges for people to casually experience different jobs for fun.
Career experience programs for children are popular, and there are theme parks for that as well. But this one is meant for adults, isn't it?
Exactly, yes, you're right. Now, it's a program where you experience work, but actually the main objective is to entertain. So it's just like onsen trips where people go to visit hot springs or job training trips and school excursions. This company hopes to establish these career experience programs as a new type of travel.
Well, let's take a look.
Experience the job you once dreamed of having. And have the professionals teach you their skills. These one-day trips may even change your life. This week we take a look at a job experience service. Our first trip is to a flower shop in Suginami Ward, Tokyo. After the daily morning preparations, the flowers are carefully processed before they're displayed.
ナイフでこう時計を
削いであげる。怪我とかされないんですか？
怪我しますよ。
しました。
よく刺さりますよ。
Such patient effort is what makes the flowers in the store so beautiful. The fresh new flowers from the market are not displayed right away. They undergo a process in order to remain in good condition. By soaking them like this in hot water, the flowers will be able to absorb water better. Furthermore,
これを焼くとシャキッとするんです。本当ですか？燃えないですか？真っ黒焦げにしちゃうんです。そんなに？
for some flowers, the root of the stem is burned.
上から見た美しいもの、それから真ん中から見た美しいもの、それから見上げた時に美しいものっていうのはあるはずなんです。
The placement all depends on the balance among the color, shape, and direction of the flowers. It's what differentiates each store from one another.
みんなお花って誰でも好きだと思うんですけど、お花の仕事が好きじゃないと困るね。寒さにも耐え、重さにも持ち、いつもきれいにしっていう、そういう地道な作業をきちっと飽きずにきちっとやれることが好きじゃないと。
At the end of the trip, you can also experience flower arrangement.
向こうが奥行きが出てくる。ね。
Impressed by Kuniko Watanabe's work, the Job Travel Agency asked her to accept what they called job travelers at her store 2 years ago. It is now the most popular destination.
ここから何かを学んでくれたらいい。花をこういうふうに通して何かを自分の生き方を学んで、何かをヒントを得てくれたらいいなってそう思った。だからすぐに受けました。
The next job experience is with a plastering company. President Muneaki Hanada explains.
左官の特徴っていうのは人の手で仕上げる。職人さんが現場で仕上がったものが形になって商品になる。やる人によってやっぱりちょっと表情が違うとか、模様が違うっていうことが出ます。でそれがいい意味で味になって、そのお店だけの壁、その住宅だけの壁っていうのができますね。
これで塗りたい分の量だけを調整して取って壁につけていきます、はい、基本は壁を平らに塗ることなんで、平らになるように材料を配っていきます、ムラを消していきます。
よいしょ。
It's a lot harder than it looks.
すいません。大丈夫かな。これを。全然できない。
伸ばしていくように。
はい。
Thanks to the craftsman's guidance, our reporter managed to finish plastering the wall after half an hour of struggle. Travellers can also get to see the craftsmen working on site.
自分のね家を建てるぐらいじゃないと一般の人たち現場に入るチャンスがないじゃないですか。でまあ全然関係ない一般の人が来て率直な感想をくれるっていうのがすごく新鮮で、まあ面白い、まあこっちも面白い。利益にはならないですけど、一つはその宣伝効果と、であとは盛んの PR っていうのがもう一つ。あとはそのやる人に対してのまあ社員教育みたいな意味合いってありますね。
The Job Travel Agency is a startup venture based in Shinagawa Ward, Tokyo. The company currently consists of 5 employees.
基本的に一番のメインはその職業体験先を見つけてきて、営業をかけて、商品まで作り込むというところが一番の仕事です。
There are currently 62 options, including a sushi chef, a guide dog trainer, a dolphin trainer, and a bartender. Tours cost on average $100, part of which is paid to the destination. There are on average 200 participants every month.
僕らの場合は仕事っていうのをある種一つの世界として捉えていて、その世の中にあるいろんな世界に旅する、いろんな職場を旅するっていうのが仕事旅行なんですよ。僕自身サラリーマンをやってる時に、他の仕事も見てみたいなっていう思いがすごくあって、金融憧れで入ったのはいいんですけど、やっぱり他にもやりたいことがいくつかある中で、僕が個人的にいろんな職場を巡るみたいなことをやっていたんですよ。
そうなの。
はい。中であるベンチャーさんの会社に遊びに行った時に、ものすごく自由なオフィスというか、オフィスにポップコーンマシンが置いてあったりとか、マウンテンバイクが置いてあったりとかで、なんか社員同士も歌いながら仕事してるとか、金融ではちょっと想像もできない世界があって、これは面白いなと思った経験があって、普通の仕事以外の仕事を見るってこと自体でもうその人にとってはすごく刺激になるので。
The company is taking an extra step to create the perfect tour. This is the Togoshi Ginza shopping area.
その右が戸越銀次郎で、緑色のがさっきの大崎一番太郎です。キャラクターを育てていくのにどんなことをやったらいいのかっていう説明というか解説をさせてもらいます。
Akihiko Inuyama, creator of the local mascot Togoshi Ginjiro, tells us about being a local mascot producer.
デザインってあんまり関係ないと思っていて、それよりも最近はツイッターとかで人格を披露する場面があったりとか、着ぐるみで言えば動作とかそういう部分で人柄を表現できる時代になったんで、見た目でお客さんを引き寄せて人柄でつなぎ止めるっていう、それがなんか一番いい作戦かなと。
This tour is in fact still in the planning process and is being finalized with the help of volunteer planners.
すごい面白い話で聞きたいタイミングがいっぱい出てくるので、双方向の会話っていうのを持たせるちょっと時間配分にしたいな。
Some interesting questions were raised by the planners.
僕はすごく聞きたかったのは、例えば着ぐるみにしてもいくらかかるんだろう。やっぱりもう庶民目線なんですけど、
なりわいとしてね、成り立ってるのかなっていう。
Tours are planned through the points of view of travellers. The tour even includes an opportunity to try out the animal suit.
じゃあ道路だから渡っちゃおうか。
かわいい。はい、かわいい。暑いですね、これは。暑いですね。予想以上の暑さでした。いや、面白いですよ。でもこれは超楽しい。
At the end of the tour, travellers will design a character that will stimulate activities in a shopping area.
口がポケットになってるんですけど、大人には焼酎、子供には団子を渡すという設定で、こう中に入れて。
食べ物系は一番なんか物販がしやすいっていうのがあるんで、そうですね。
Inuyama says that the job is not just about creating the mascot, but promoting and growing with it.
もう地元に根付いて地元で活躍できるキャラクターこそが残っていくと思います。
なんか内容としてはすごく楽しかったので、きっと参加してくれる方たちに喜んでもらえる旅ができそうだなって心から思ってます。
Each job can thus be turned into a tour. The possibilities are endless. Next, we take a tour on a food van. This food van specializes in salads. The owner, Atsushi Sako, moved to New York after graduating from university. There, he was inspired by the salad culture, where people can pick what they want and create their own salad. He started this business upon his return.
資金の面もあったのと、経験とかがなかったので、いきなり店舗でやるってなると、それほど、ちょっとかなりチャレンジングというか無謀だと思ったので。
Sako only had experience working part-time at restaurants, so he decided to gain some experience running a food van first. The initial cost was $60,000, which he managed to prepare with the help of his friends.
で最初はもう売り上げ全然やっぱ伸びなくて、どんどん毎月赤字で通帳のお金なくなってくる。
He had to do something and analysed popular stores. He also walks around his van, as the customers would, and places his store sign so it directs them to his store. There's also another way to lure the customers.
1から10まで全部わーって説明しちゃうとやっぱ引いちゃうんで、よかったら見ててくださいねぐらいの、感じの方がいいと思います。
Customers are usually interested in stores that have a long line. Sometimes he slows down his pace in order to create a line. He decided to accept travelers at his store because he wants to help others like himself who want to open a restaurant in the future. Sako spent 2 years learning through trial and error. He is now teaching what he has learned to the travelers.
今日はサラダが完売です。
He sold 80 salads today. How much did he make?
はいどうぞ。手応えとしては10万超えるかなっていう感じだと思います。実際の仕事の流れも見れるし、人の付き合いもできるし、その道でつながるというか、その道を広げるとした時のハブになり得ると思うので。
The job experience isn't just about having fun. It offers information and experience to those considering changing careers or lifestyles upon retirement.
It was fascinating to see what goes on in different jobs. And there's this data that says about 40% of new college graduates leave their jobs within 3 years of employment. And the majority quit due to unsatisfactory pay and work conditions. But there are some who couldn't find their jobs interesting. So these experience programs may be helpful for such people.
That could be a possibility. And I think this program is somewhat similar to an internship. But it's not just for students thinking about career choices, because adults who are already working also participate in this program as part of their training program.
Well, that's it for Project Japan. After the break, we'll be showing you a popular documentary program. Stay tuned.
My parents work at a really great company, which makes cool computers and LCD TVs. Not only that, they build elevators for skyscrapers and zooming fast bullet trains. My mom designs the company's CT scan systems, which spot diseases. My dad develops power generation systems so people will have plenty of electricity. The company where my parents work is Toshiba.
Has anybody finished doing their pictures?
I have.
All around the world, Toshiba technology is hard at work, bringing smarter, faster, more sustainable development to life.
When I grow up, I want to work for people.
For a growing future, Toshiba.
Trading card games transcend generations as well as borders. Trading card games will unite the world. However, the possibilities do not simply end there. Trading card games combine the different forms of entertainment, and fun will link the world as one. Bushiroad.
Traditional.
Consistent.
Precise.
Speedy.
Professional. Innovative.
Polite. Quality from Japan. The best of business in Asia. SMBC. Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation.
Sasuke, a new type of sports entertainment program conquering the world.
It's about human achievement and people's passions, and I think that relates to almost everybody.
From Japan to the world, Ninja Warrior, Tokyo Broadcasting System.
You're watching Channel Japan. In our next segment, we'll introduce you to some of our popular documentary programs. Today, it's from Japanese Dream by TBS. In today's episode, we focus on a plant hunter.
Yes, now the term may be a little unfamiliar, but plant hunters are people who search all over the world for rare plants that hold new possibilities.
The discovery of rare plants could lead to the development of a new medical drug or a cosmetic product. Today we follow a plant hunter and his pursuit around the world for a rare plant. Take a look.
Here in the mountains of Taiwan, more than 2,000 meters above sea level, a man is looking for a certain rare treasure that might help treat millions. His dream is to use plants to change the world through their undiscovered mysterious powers. Some estimate that as many as 380,000 plant species exist on Earth. Some of them have contributed to the creation of anti-cancer drugs and cosmetics, but many more species are waiting for their potential to be discovered. Takashi Watanabe is a plant hunter who specializes in finding such plants across the globe. From an island in the South Pacific to the jungles of the Amazon, his search knows no bounds.
植物を使って人に役に立つようなものをね、こう見出すっていうのが一番自分にとって今楽しいこと。
Here is a man who believes plants have the power to bring happiness to others.
I have a dream.
Plants with beneficial medicinal properties can be found even here, among the office buildings of Tokyo's Shinbashi district.
Ah, これなんか意外といいですね。コミカンソウって言います。これブラジルとか南米だとケブラペドラっつって胆石をこう取り除く利尿作用があるんですね。柳の解熱鎮痛剤になるんですね。これ結構普通に植えられて街路樹ですけどね。
According to Watanabe, approximately 10% of existing plant species possess properties that are beneficial to humans. We have benefited from such plants since ancient times.
植物がなくては人間が生きていけないんで、だからむしろ植物たちに僕らは生かされてっていう気持ちが強いんですよ。
Watanabe continues to travel around the world to uncover more plants whose properties have yet to be discovered. In March, he visited Taiwan. His target is the Chinese yew, said to be effective against arthritis and pollen allergies. It is primarily harvested in China, making it a rare and valuable resource. If it can be found growing in Taiwan, the plant can help more patients. That thought motivates Watanabe. He traversed animal trails and boulders during his 8-hour climb. The day's efforts ended without finding the Chinese yew. Watanabe sought out a local plant expert for help.
ありました。あ、これですか。この木。
Is it really the long-sought Chinese yew?
タキサスですね、本当に。
Only this lone tree was growing in the entire area. Even members of the same species can exhibit different properties depending on its local environment. So he decided to take a sample back for analysis. To learn more about the Chinese yew in Taiwan, Watanabe visited a family of the Saishat, an indigenous tribe.
これをご存知ですかね。奮闘山呢？あ、そうです。奮闘山。对，奋闘山。你知道吗？我知道啊。
There was a reason why there were so few Chinese yew trees.
大部分被砍掉了。大きいものは大抵切られちゃった。本当。あらら。人家山老鼠吗？切っちゃったんですか。大きいの。
The Chinese yew also provides good lumber, so it's the target of illegal logging.
研究をしっかりしてこなかったがためにその有用性がわからないんで材にしか使えるあれがなかったんですね。その私が目的としているものがその植物の中にあれば台湾と日本が一緒に伸びていくには非常にいい経済植物なんじゃないかなと思いますけど。
Watanabe has loved plants since childhood. When he was 23, he began looking for plants in the Himalayas. He wanted to use plants for the good of the people. He collected approximately 700 plant species from the steep mountain slopes. To confirm their properties, he analyzed the specimens one by one in a Herculean endeavor. Five years later, he came across the Himalayan gentian. A major cosmetics manufacturer took interest in its protective properties for human skin. The sunscreen that was subsequently developed became a major bestseller. It was the first success story for the fledgling plant hunter.
だから植物が春を待つような感じ。寒い時はじっくりこう蓄えておいて、その力を一挙に爆発させる。一番いい時期に爆発させる。
His current initiative takes him further afield than the typical requirements for a plant hunter. It was inspired by a shocking incident that he encountered in Nepal. A man with a young girl approached Watanabe. Watanabe was asked to exchange his wallet for the man's daughter. He was aghast to think that a human life was worth so little.
こういう山の中で生活していくことのね、大変さを知りましたよね。むしろかわいそうって大変だなって思った。なんとかしないといかんなって。
The Himalayan gentian was proven to be effective in sunscreen. Watanabe taught the local Nepalese how to grow the plant. The Japanese manufacturer purchased the plants from the farmers, thus creating a system for providing them with income. Watanabe's work improved the lifestyle of the impoverished people. It was the decisive moment when Watanabe decided to become a plant hunter who would use the power of plants to bring benefit to people's lives. Kochi Prefecture, Japan, is the site of his current project. The prefecture happens to be one of Japan's most plant-diverse prefectures. Of the 7,000 species said to exist in Japan, Kochi is home to about 3,000.
これすごい。キュウリの子供そのものじゃん、ほら。ね。こういうの資源化するといいよね。もう本来日本にあった植物をね。
He collected 500 species from the prefecture and analyzed each one for its properties. After 5 years, he had a list of 354 species with potentially beneficial properties. His goal was to stimulate the prefecture's industrial economy with plants and bring prosperity to Kochi. In his quest to use the power of plants to revitalize the region, Watanabe zeroed in on a tree, which looks lifeless at first glance.
このぐらいにしておきます。なくなっちゃうといけないんで。
Watanabe plans to make tea from this tree, which is known as kuromoji. Hearing of his endeavors, the local tea association agreed to cooperate. They have good reason to do so.
若年層ほど緑茶の消費は低い。もうその回復というのは大変難しいんではないかと。そこで新しいその提案をしたいと。
On this day, a brainstorming session was held, where the kuromoji was blended with various teas. The first blend consists of kuromoji with the familiar green tea.
なんかすごい
すんなりこない。
渋みと香りがなんか入り混じって、これは独特な味ですね、これは。
A tea association member had another suggestion. He brought out a black tea variety known as Benifuki. He had a hunch that it may go well with kuromoji. Do they go well together?
これは面白い。これ引き立ってるね。
They plan to adjust the blend and market it within the year. Watanabe has additional plans. With fewer people taking up farming, the number of fallow fields in farming villages is increasing. He intends to repurpose them for growing kuromoji.
これがクロモジですね。
With help from a farmer, he's begun cultivation tests. These efforts will hopefully bear fruit and become a future source of income.
地域をどういうふうに活性化していくっていうその活性化モデルっていうのを一つでも作っておけば、それを参考にですね、そういうことができる人間が自然に出てくると思うんですよね。最初の一歩は大事だなと思います。
Later that day, Watanabe headed to a local meeting. A taste testing of the Kuromoji tea blend was being conducted. Will there be positive feedback?
すごい匂いする。
美味しいですね。コクがあるというか香りがあって、
すごく飲みやすい。渋みもないですね。
The positive response gave him hope that it will be a marketable product.
急いで物事をね達成できるような世界じゃないのでね。でも確実にステップを踏んでいくっていうのが大事じゃないかなと思いますね。私なりにこれ今の植物の良さを広げていきたいなというふうに思ってます。
The tea is simply his first step. He intends to seek medicinal and cosmetic applications as well. Having lived with plants his whole life, Watanabe would now like to reach out to children the most. He'd like to tell them about the wonderful potential that lies in each plant and each person.
So plant hunters may open doors to new possibilities.
Quite so. It's not that these rare plants found in various corners of the world that are used for medicine and cosmetics, and many plants that we're very familiar with also have medicinal qualities.
Really? Such as?
Such as, we have a picture over here, the cherry blossom or the sakura. We always see them blossom in spring, but actually its tree bark is used in prescription cough medicine, which we've translated over here. It says cherry tree bark extract. And general ancient folklore stated medicinal qualities of plants, but nowadays science has actually backed up some of these qualities, and there are more than a few cases where such plants have been used in current day medicine.
Do you have other examples?
Yes, we do. These pictures over here. Now, the Japanese pagoda tree, also known as the Chinese scholar, blooms white flowers in late summer, and this plant can actually help stop bleeding. And also this one, Japanese camellia, can help keep moisture and is often used in cosmetic products.
So I think I've used a product that uses the camellia.
Now over here, the chamber bitter, it's a type of leaf flower and has a diuretic effect. And over here, the willows. You see them often in Japan, help reduce fevers and relieve pain and are used as ingredients in medication.
So we might be familiar with them in some way, somehow. Well, after the break, we'll be showing you an episode from a popular economics program, Gachiri Monday. Don't go away.
Sou uma pessoa comum. Eu gosto de apreciar todos os momentos do meu dia. Quanto isso pode me motivar? Como eu posso me manter focada? Tudo ao meu redor, incluindo os momentos do meu dia a dia, é o que eu preciso para me concentrar para a minha luta de 90 minutos. Quero dar esperança às pessoas. A better life, a better world.
Panasonic. The view is almost like peering down on the star-filled night sky at your feet. It's the city at night seen from a height of 450 meters. Make unforgettable memories. City lights stretching for as far as the eye can see. Find it at Tokyo Skytree.
Hey, look at this. They're building a huge steel plant with Kobelco technology.
Kobelco? Never heard of it.
It's Japanese. They can make iron with incredible speed. What once took 8 hours can be done in just 10 minutes.
Wow, the Japanese are incredible. The country of karate.
Ha! 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 Karate has nothing to do with it.
True.
The talk of the world. Kobelco.
Changing emissions from copper refineries into fertilizer. That is where Sumitomo Chemical got its start. For 100 years, we've been delivering the power of chemistry around the world. And we will continue to help make the world a better place for the next 100 years and more.
Asia, the engine of the global economy. The pulse of the region at your fingertips with unique insights from Nikkei. With Nikkei Asian Review, stay up to date on the latest economic trends anywhere in the world. Read the future, lead the economy. Nikkei, Japan's leading media for business.
You're watching Channel Japan. Next, we'll show you an episode from a popular Japanese economics program. Today, it's from Gachiri Monday by TBS. In today's episode, we introduce companies that make bags and pouches.
Yes, now we get our purchased products in bags. I have one over here, this bag. We use these paper bags when you shop clothes or use plastic bags at convenience stores and also keep business papers in bags. So we use bags a lot in our daily lives. And actually bags aren't just for carrying things. We'll also be showing you a new and innovative way to use bags.
Let's take a look.
We first visit Toppan Printing Company in Hyogo Prefecture. The developer in charge showed us a bag that looks familiar. These pouches are often used to package shampoo and detergent refills. These pouches are very popular because they allow the consumers to reuse the bottle, thus reduce waste. Pouches such as these have a market of $250 million. Here, the refill pouch has been developed further. What is the difference?
開けますと片手で簡単に扱えるので余った片手でこのボトルをこう支えることができるわけですね。ですので失敗することが極端に少ない。なるほど。
The most significant point is that it only takes one hand to hold the pouch, so the other hand is free to support the bottle. This prevents spilling when pouring.
それだけなんですが、これが革命的なこと。革命的なことです。
When the conventional refill bag is held with only one hand, accidental spilling is a common problem, making refilling a difficult process. And when the bag is held with both hands, the unsupported bottle can tip over, creating another headache. The solution to these pesky problems is in the company's improved refill pouch. What makes it possible to hold this with only one hand?
まずこの袋の中にですね、もう一つこの部分に袋を作りまして、この中に空気が入れてあります。空気？はい。
A bag that is smaller and narrow is made here on the side of the main refill pouch. That narrow bag is filled with air and becomes a sturdy handle that can be held easily. The improvement only required a small change, so the cost remains almost the same.
思いついたきっかけはですね、これです。これです。これはですね、阪神タイガースの7回裏のファンファーレで使用されるロケット風船。お こうなりまして、こういうことができてしまうわけなんですね。これだと。これだと。袋の中に一つロケット風船型の袋を入れて、その中に空気を入れてしまえばシャキッと立つんじゃないかっていうアイデアをひらめいたんですね。
In February this year, the improved bags were sold under the name Air Hold Pouch, and they were contacted by someone unexpected.
製酒会社さんでお酒を入れて発売になっております。今現時点では。
お酒って詰め替えしないですよね。
詰め替えしておりませんね。
どういうことですか？
と言いますのは完全にボトルの代わりになるなということでですね、これが本体容器としてご採用いただいております。
Because of the light weight and its modern look, these bags went beyond refills and are now also being used for beverages. Speaking of beverages, our next stop is a cafe. We are here to meet the developer of a new bag. Osanai quit his job in September last year to start his own company because he wanted to make a new bag. We are meeting him at this cafe because he doesn't have an office yet.
かなり今までなかった袋は作れたかなというふうに思ってます。はい。で今回ですね、開発したのはこういった。
He shows us a plastic shopping bag. How has it been modified?
形状の、はい、ちょっと長めですね。従来のものに比べると。
The bag is quite long. He spreads the bag open and places a takeout box inside. From here, the bag reveals its true value.
ここにですね、はい、従来の袋の底に当たる部分に、切り込みで穴が、はい、このように開いておりますけれども、でこの位置からですね、取っ手の方を差し入れていただきまして、多少こう形を整えていただきますと、はい、これで梱包の方が完成になります。
これが新型ですか？
はい、こちらが新型になります。
The plastic bag that he has developed is specifically for carrying takeout food. What makes it special, and what are its characteristics?
こういったももに当たってもですね、容器が傾かないという形で固定をしております。
This new bag can keep the takeout flat when being carried. Let's compare it to an ordinary plastic bag.
こうやって持ち歩いているときにですね、腰ですとかももですとかに当たりますと本当に簡単にですね、容器の方が傾いてしまいます。ありますね。はい。
In a regular plastic bag, the takeout tips over and the food shifts before you even notice. In order to solve this annoying problem, he went as far as to quit his job to reshape the regular plastic bag. How does it work?
このチョーク刷りという技法を用いまして、上でですね、絞りを入れることによりまして、非常に安定した形でですね、荷物を収めていただくことができると。
The simple knot he uses is commonly called a cow hitch. The weight of the takeout pulls down on the bag, eliminating any unnecessary space in the bag and holding the contents in place. These types of knot are also applied on heavy objects lifted by cranes. Osanai is a newcomer to the bag industry. His own research and studies have brought him to where he is now. How is business going so far?
いやそうですね、もし使っていただければですね、それなりの普及率にはなるんじゃないかなというふうに思ってますけれども、はい。
Currently, this takeout bag is being marketed to restaurants all around Japan. Already, a restaurant chain is considering its introduction. Our next bag takes us to Asano Transportation in Hanamaki City, Iwate Prefecture. We follow the president of the company into their building. We see an object that is about 2 meters tall. This is a giant bag called the soft tank. According to the president, a certain product is transported in these bags. Which brings us to a dairy factory in Sapporo City, Hokkaido Prefecture. A truck from Asano Transportation arrives at the factory. The blue sheets inside the trailer are the deflated soft tanks. A pipe is drawn from the factory and connected to the bag inside the trailer. White liquid flows from the factory into the truck. These bags are used to transport milk. Take a look at the process. The bag is filled with milk, and in about 40 minutes, it is completely full. One bag can carry 12,000 liters. Two bags fit in one truck. At 12,000 liters per bag, it's possible to transport 24,000 liters of milk in one load. But isn't it better to use tanker trucks to transport milk?
今までは、どうしても専用車ということで、帰りは空気を運んで空で回送するということになってしまいますので、我々はこういう袋方式にしまして、行きは液体で帰りはこのタンクを畳みまして、一般の、製品ですとか普通の荷物を積んで往復輸送をやれるようなことをやろうと。
The biggest advantage of the soft tank is that it is a bag and it can be folded and stored. This makes it possible for another load of goods to be transported after unloading. For example, this truck has just transported milk from Hokkaido to Tokyo. A tanker truck that can only carry liquids would have to return empty to Hokkaido. But Asano Transportation uses the bags in a regular truck. They can be folded and stored at the bottom of the truck. Now the trailer is empty, but ready to carry a new load. So a shipment of bananas bound for Hokkaido from Kanagawa Prefecture is loaded, and the truck returns to Hokkaido. Profits increase as work can be done both ways. Plans to sell the self-developed bag are underway. What is the price of one bag?
130万の定価になっております。
The bag is reusable. The inside of the bag can be washed by opening the zipper. This can be done up to 300 times. Currently, milk used in canned coffee produced by a major company is transported from Hokkaido and Iwate to all parts of Japan daily. Annual sales of the bag are at $13 million. Our next stop is Nagoya City in Aichi Prefecture. What kind of bag will we see at this company?
はい、どうもこんにちは。
今日よろしくお願いします。
あ、こちらこそどうも。うちが作った袋はこれなんですけどね。
It looks more like a vest than a bag. The vest is worn, zipped up, and a wire attached to the vest is pulled.
これが今ですね、引っ張りますよ。
Within a blink of an eye, the vest inflates.
これはね、バイク用のですね、ライダーの人が着るですね、エアバッグのジャケットですね。
The bag was inside the vest. This is called Hit Air, the world's first airbag jacket for motorcycle riders. Here is an exceptional bag that will protect the neck, chest, and back from life-threatening injuries in motorcycle accidents. So, how do you use this jacket? First, a special wire about 1 meter long is wrapped around beneath the seat of the motorcycle and tied firmly. That wire is attached to the airbag jacket.
そうするとですね、ここにですね、炭酸ガスが入ってますけども、
ここにボンベがある。
そうです。それでここの下にですね、このボールがあるんですけども、
ボールって言うんですか。
これがボールですね。
これ。
このボールが抜けるんですね。
抜けると。
このものが作動すると。こう事故になった時引っ張られます。それからここでもっと力かかった時に抜けます。とこう膨らむわけですね。
The ball will only be released when a force over 30 kilograms is exerted on the wire, so regular movements will not trigger the airbag.
まあ僕もバイクに乗っててね、やっぱり非常に危ないもんだと。で僕もまあ事故をして何回か痛い目にあったんで。
He decided to develop this jacket from personal experience. It took more than 3 years for him to develop and complete this jacket on his own. The cost for development was over $1 million. What is the price of this jacket?
まあ別荘型3万円台からですね、やっぱり5万円ぐらいまで、そういう取り揃えですね。
When sales started in 2000, orders rushed in from motorcycle riders all over Japan and the world. The jackets are especially popular with the police's motorcycle squad and motorcycle racers. Horseback riders also favor the airbag jackets. Currently, the product is sold in over 30 different countries. With only 8 employees, the company produces 20,000 jackets annually. Their sales are $3 million.
Well, we showed bags for various purposes today, but recently in Japan, something that has traditionally been used like bags is attracting great interest once again, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Now, I have it right here. It's called a furoshiki, and as you can see, it's just one piece of square cloth. But it usually has many pretty decorations or prints and colours, and this one's quite pretty too, I think. But it can be used to carry many things.
Yes, unlike the paper and plastic bags that are used in large quantities, the furoshiki can be wrapped to fit the shape of the object.
Exactly. So we have a few examples here. Now the furoshiki can be used like this as a gift wrap, and it's only one piece of square cloth, but you can actually add a ribbon at the side as well. I think it's very pretty.
Yes, very neat. And they come in many different colors and patterns, so they can be given as a part of the present along with what's wrapped inside. And not only are they cleverly designed, but they're also practical, aren't they?
They certainly are. Now, this next gift wrapping technique, it's how a large bottle would be wrapped with the same square material. And it would be safe for travel too.
Yes, this one looks more stable than using a plastic bag, so I feel much safer carrying bottles like
and
this.
And it has a little bit of cushion as well, because it's a material too, I think,
Soft.
or cloth, yes. And lastly, over here, it can also be used to wrap large round objects such as watermelons. Now, the Japanese eat watermelons frequently in the summer, and this way people can easily carry them. And of course, the furoshiki is reusable.
Yes, that's a very good point. I hope the Japanese furoshiki culture can gain the interest of people all around the world, so there will be less garbage and less resources that will be exploited. Well, that's it for this edition of Channel Japan. We have much more for you next week, so make sure you tune in.
Mitsubishi Electric is helping to change the environment for the better around the world.
Green subway systems in India.
Green air conditioning systems in Singapore.
Eco changes for a greener tomorrow. Mitsubishi Electric. Matsui and Company.
ยังจำได้หรือเปล่านะ เรื่องต่างๆที่เกิดขึ้นตอนวาดรูปนี้ แต่ถ้ารถยนต์ในฝันของฉันมีจริง ฉันคงจะมีความสุขมากเลย
How do we build sustainability into our relationship with Mother Earth? That's Kaiteki, Mitsubishi Chemical Holdings.
Channel Japan. Your source for the voices and views of people and businesses across Japan. The latest reports on Japanese companies, culture, and technology. Find out what's happening on the ground. Every week, direct from Tokyo, Channel Japan.